The boy Jesus amazes the scholars.
Yay. Let's
Mm.
see, because we don't get an insight into his childhood very often.
That's true. Yeah, I don't. I would like more. I'd like a home video if they could provide one. But
I know, but thankfully Luke did write down some for us. Thank you, Jesus, that you sent
this is a
Luke.
good start.
I know, to do the questions. All right. Chapter 2 in Luke and verse 41, I think we're starting.
His parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover.
Mhm.
And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem according to the custom of the feast. When they had finished the days, as they returned, the boy Jesus lingered behind in Jerusalem, and Joseph and his mother did not know it.
Mhm.
They lost the kid. No.
Yeah, they lost him, but he's 12-year-old, so it's not like he's,
Right, he's almost an adult at this point.
yeah, two, or not like a toddler, you know?
Right.
So that's,
And let me tell you, a 12-year-old back in these days,
yeah,
much more proficient than
it's,
12-year-olds these days.
plus it is Jesus. Oh.
Right.
But
So
still, they
he would remember.
were kind of worried, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, but well, look at this. Look at this. The parents supposing. But supposing him to have been in company, they went a day's journey and sought him among their relatives and acquaintances. And they thought, oh no, he's probably with
right.
his family.
He's probably hanging out with that cousin or that cousin. So maybe when he used to go here, he would meet John the Baptist. We don't know. This is us just thinking.
I think
We
he
don't
would.
know.
I think he would. And
It's possible
right.
because they live nearer Jerusalem. John the Baptist would have lived nearer Jerusalem then.
Somewhere. And if we're seeing now that he does have some freedom,
Yes.
ah,
Yes. And it does say him among their relatives and acquaintances, but they probably would grow with a group of people going the same direction too. That probably would make sense. They'd have to be traveling the same way. So they probably had. But still, anyways, here we are. And you said he has freedom, like you said. So
that's a
40,
good thing though. You should have some freedom.
yeah.
As long as you can control
Yes, yes, yes.
it.
Yes. Safety. 45, I think, right?
So when they did not find him, they returned to Jerusalem seeking him. They said, where's this little mother?
I know. I know.
Now, so it was that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the teachers, both listening to them and asking them questions.
Oh, I never noticed the listening to them before. How important is listening? Asking them questions, yes, but listening.
Well, listen, li
But this is Jesus, you know?
what could you possibly say other than like, you're a 12-year-old kid, right? You're growing up in there and you have to like impress these adults, right? Correct? With whatever intellectual thing that you can throw at them, so they know that you know,
Right.
to be able to enter into a dialogue where you're saying anything to them and they're listening.
Mm, mm. Wow.
At least you would think.
I understand. Yeah. I hear you.
Because otherwise, right? Me as an adult, right? If a 12-year-old child were to walk up to me,
I have been impressed
I'd
by
have to listen.
children too, right?
Right. He
Okay.
would.
Yeah. Oh,
Because there is wisdom, right?
there is wisdom.
There
It
is.
is amazing. And not to,
But I would maybe an extra level of scrutiny.
it's true. And then,
I
mm,
maybe have to rethink it.
right. Now we could be a little biased. I mean, because we
Right.
know it's Jesus. So
Yes.
when we're reading this, we know it as opposed to, they might not have known it. But
Mm.
you will see in verse 47, they were
Yes,
Impressive.
he was listening and asking questions.
Yeah,
Maybe
beautiful.
he just asked. He was like, "What are you guys talking about?"
Yeah. But they must have been impressive questions
True.
because then in 45, see, in 47, I mean.
And all who heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers.
So they're obviously asking him questions too now.
Right. They're like, "What you mean, though, buddy? What are those words that just came out of your mouth?"
Yeah. Are you 59 or really 12?
Right.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
when they saw him, they were amazed, and his mother said to him, "Son, why have you done this to us?" Why?
I know. That's like any mother when they find why.
Oh, and then look, your father and I have sought you so anxiously. You made
Yeah.
us so nervous.
Right, right. I mean, if there is one thing with losing a child, but then you have to say, "Oh God, we lost your son." It would seem like that would be harder, even though that's really not possible because God would know where his son was.
He
So,
would.
anyways, it is kind of funny, and but the parent, you can see the parent part where you get anxious when you disappear.
Mm, that's true.
Mm, wow.
Well, that's true. I mean, what if they probably got to the city and they went by the temple and Jesus was like, I kind of want to go in there.
I know.
And Joseph is like, come on, we got places to go. He's like, I won't come back here.
Yeah. And 49. Then Jesus answers.
And he said to them, why did you seek me?
Hmm.
Did you not know I must be about my father's business?
Wow.
But they did not understand the statement which he spoke to them.
Oh,
Should they not have?
I don't know. Well, so do you think they just got used to, because they had other children, they got used to treating him like a child and they might forget that he was Jesus, that he had a job.
Right.
May-
Well, what if I said that? Because, I mean, if they're not understanding my father's business, as in like God, I mean, these people had seen angels.
Right, right, exactly. I understand.
Is that not a testament to how forgetful human beings can be?
Oh, yes.
That
Yeah,
has no impact upon a person after seeing an angel years previous?
I know.
12 years ago. I mean, it seems like a long time, but like, could you not draw the relevance of that to maybe this statement to not like understand?
Right. It's
But
true.
then again, who knows?
Wow. It's interesting. It's so interesting that he wrote it down, for
Right.
us.
Well, it's like you say they understand it, but like, did they? Or
Right.
did they just forget?
I know. Forget, probably.
Right.
I mean, even the people that went across in Exodus and they forgot the Red Sea, how powerful, and then they're complaining, and we forget what miracles happened yesterday because now we are hungry or something.
Right. Everybody, you need to start
Mm,
remembering.
yes. Well, how good you are, God, right? Oh,
Mm,
and then what happened? But then it seems 51, it was cool, right? Because
yeah, it says Jesus advances in wisdom and favor.
mm,
Then he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was subject to them, but his mother kept all these things in her heart. And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and men.
yeah,
So he just kept living his life. And what did Mary keep in her heart?
all the parts. So if I had to guess, I would say that Luke interviewed Mary.
Okay.
But that's me. Like she kept all this memory in her heart. All
Oh, and like maybe okay.
the incident, what Jesus said to her. You know, that's what I think she kept in her heart.
Right. She would have interviewed Mary because she would have been the only one that knew about Simon because he was there with the child. Anna was there with the child.
And she was there when they lost Jesus.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that, I mean, only a
Right.
guess, but Mary
And
did
you
it. I
lost it
mean,
again.
Mary was there when Jesus died, and I mean, most historians and stuff, they think that Joseph must have died at some part before that, because there's no mention of Joseph in his later, when Jesus the ministry, but Mary followed him and all that. So, and at the cross with John, when Jesus looked and he seen John, the disciple, he said, take my mother into your house," or something like that,
Right.
which probably wouldn't have happened in a custom where if the husband was alive.
Right.
So we're just implying there that,
R.I.P. Joseph.
yes, yes,
Did good, my boy.
I know. So we can talk to him in heaven and see what he was thinking too.
I assume, I'm sure, hopefully, right, better now, but it must have been quite frustrating.
Right.
I would have been like, Mary, where is this kid?
I where
This
is
is
this
the
kid?
fourth time this week he's disappeared.
Oh, and maybe this was the only time, and that's why she had to write it down, because it was so memorable.
Oh, right.
You know? Well,
Oh,
um, that is plenty to ponder, I think, right?
find peace in being weird.